Did my check-in, which I'm actually super happy with, for the first time in a couple of weeks now. I'll bring you to it. I'll show you what goes on in a MK coaching team call with Kuba. I do have something exciting today. I don't know if I'm going to do it, but now that I've said it on the vlog, I have to do it.
He's probably been a person that needed very little amount of food and a lot of cardio to get in shape, right? Yeah. Right now, she's not doing any cardio.
So here we have Monday, so we're actually starting here. We got chicken, potato, veg, beef, potato, veg. This is just my little reminder to you that this is literally the perfect time. And I'm not just another coach saying it. I'm not just here to get clients, because I don't care who you go and work with. I just want to tell you, if you are serious about your goals, if you want to change, now is the time to do it. Sexy working glasses. Sexy secretary vibes, as I have been told. Got the best two and decorated them, and I don't think they look too bad. Good morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this. Welcome back to the channel and another video. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. I actually wasn't going to vlog today because I was kind of out of ideas, if I'm being honest. I'm pumping out and filming out a lot of content for my socials right now, for Instagram, and I just didn't really have an idea for YouTube. But do you know what? It is Sunday. So I am going to take you through a little bit of a chill vlog, a Sunday reset, let's call it. It's a busy Sunday reset, don't get me wrong. I never have chill days. But before we get into the video, make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm still on the road to 1,000 subscribers by January 2025. Follow me on Instagram and drop me a comment. So yeah, we're gonna do a little bit, maybe more of a chiller vlog. Like, I don't even know where this is gonna go. There's a couple of things I do want to talk about because it will tie into what I'm posting on Instagram. Obviously, there's a lot of informative content being pumped out right now, so make sure you do follow me there and check it out. So I think we're gonna keep this along the same lines, but we are gonna keep this a little bit more chilled. So it is currently 7:15 in the morning on a Sunday, and I already have a face on, and my hair is already done. And yes, I'm still in my PJs. But it's a process. It's a work in process. Progress. How do you say that? I don't know. Anyway, I know I look a little tired, so a face was needed before I talk to you. I was up until midnight last night. Just couldn't sleep. And I got up at 6. Did my check-in, which I'm actually super happy with, for the first time in a couple of weeks now. Like, considering I'm so deep in the off-season. I'm 18 weeks deep into the off-season. We have 4 weeks left before we start dieting, so super exciting. And yeah, I'm actually really happy with my check-in shot. I've also been practicing posing on the other side. Now, it's obviously not super comfortable because I'm not used to it, but I don't know what I'm going to look like when I'm lean, and I don't know which side is going to look better. So it is important for me to start practicing on both sides and getting more familiar with posing on each side. Just so then when I do, and if I have to present my physique on the other side, I'm not struggling like most competitors are. So I've been working hard on that. Obviously, I am a posing coach, and I have been working on all of this myself. I've corrected a lot of my own mistakes this year, which I'm super proud of as a posing coach, being able to do that myself. Obviously having feedback from my own coach as well, who approved of all the work I've put in. So that's your cue. If you're looking for a posing coach, I got you. Anyway, so plan of action for today. I don't have a set plan of action, but it is 7:20 right now. And it is a Sunday, which is normally a rest day, but I'm going to do the exact same thing I did last week. I'm actually going to go and do my Monday session right now. Well, not right now, in about 40 minutes, because the gym opens at 8 o'clock today. It's just a push session, which takes me 1:15, usually 1.5 max, depending how I'm feeling, how I'm talking to anyone and things like that. So I'm actually going to go and knock it out right now. Well, soon, because this just allows me for 3 rest days during the working days. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday can all be rest days, and I can spend my evenings knocking out a load of client work and editing rather than having to stress and do a load of work at the weekend as well, where obviously I do like to take a little bit of time to relax, which we will do today. So it worked really, really well last week. Now, I won't be able to do it next week, which you'll see in the next vlog. You'll see why I won't be training on the Sunday. But it just really set me up for the week last week. So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to go and do my Monday push session. I won't be bringing my camera with me, but I'll take a few clips of my phone and I can insert them in. And then there is a team call with Kuba at 10:15. This is why I want to knock this session out at 8 o'clock in the morning, 8:30 at the latest, so I'm done by 10. I'm literally a 10-minute drive away from the gym, so I should make it back in time to be able to watch it from home and I'll bring you to it. I'll show you what goes on in a MK coaching team call with Kuba. If I don't manage to make it back home, I'm probably just going to do my steps on the treadmill in the gym and watch it from my phone, or even go down to the car, because I do have good reception underground. Even though it's underground, I actually do have reception in that car park, so I can join the call from the car. So that's no issue at all, although I would like to make it home. What I could do is actually put it on my phone and just drive home and listen to it as well. What else are we going to do? We are going to meal prep, because obviously, you know, I'm going to work. Monday to Friday, I work. I'm out of the house most of the day, so I am going to meal prep for 3 days. I will show you a little bit of that. I'm not going to bring you through the whole meal prep. Some bits already prepped last night, which I'll show you, and obviously I'll show you a bit of my meal prep and how I kind of stay organized in terms of my meal plan for work. I then do have a bit of work to knock out today. I am currently working on a Christmas guide for all of my clients, and I am making it available for free to anyone who wants it. So if you do want my Christmas guide, which is probably done by the time you're watching this video, I want to have it done tonight, drop your Instagram handle in the comments and I will reach out to you with a free Christmas guide, how to tackle the festive period whilst not throwing your goals in the bin and your progress in the bin. And that is going to be the topic of the next video, so stay tuned, because I will be doing something fun while still keeping my goals at the back of my head, or at the front of my head actually. So that is the plan. And then I do have something exciting today. I don't know if I'm going to do it, but now that I've said it on the vlog, I have to do it, because I'm going to have to edit this out if I don't do it. I really want to bake cookies. I haven't had an off plan this week, and I'm not planning on having an off plan meal today. I'm actually like way behind on meals. I haven't even eaten this morning. I'm just going to have my intra workout carbohydrates, and I'm going to drink them towards the start of my session to fuel me for the session, rather than having a big meal before. It's just one of those days. Like, I'm not even supposed to be training today, so I'm not too bothered. I will go make my intras though, because I will not be missing out on my intras. If there's any calories I'm cutting out of the day and I am training, I never cut out my intras, even when having an off-plan meal, because they do push me through that session and they do give me that boost in my session that I need to keep performing throughout the whole session. So I'm just going to have them towards the start of my session, since it is a much shorter session. If this was the leg session, I would definitely be eating before. I really want to bake cookies today. And since I don't have any calories kind of factored for an off-plan meal today, and I'm already behind on meals, so I have no problem skipping 2 meals today because I'm already way behind. Like, I probably won't be eating till about 11 or 12 today. So that is 2 meals already out the window. So I'm probably just going to skip those 2 meals, and I'm going to bake cookies. But they're not just going to be any regular cookies. They're going to be white chocolate chip and Biscoff cookies, because I have been craving them. And I was talking to someone at work this week, and I asked him if he likes Biscoff, and he loves Biscoff, and he said he loves white chocolate, and I'm like, oh my god, me too. So that just put it into my head. And I'm not gonna lie, for my off-plan meal last week, as a little dessert, I did buy a white chocolate Biscoff cookie, and it was amazing, but I feel like I can make such a better one. Now, I haven't made cookies in a very long time. I am going to have to look up a recipe. So we're probably going to go to the shop again later, because I do need other little bits, but the shops are not open till 12, the ones that I need for other little things, not groceries. Being completely honest, I'm nearly out of vape juice and they don't open till 12 on a Sunday. So I'm going to have to go get some. But then that just means I can really decide what I want to do for the cookies, or if I even want to make them. But if I do make them, I'm going to bring you along for the experience, and it's going to be the ultimate Sunday reset. I'm also going to do a bit of cleaning. Obviously, like I said, meal prepping, and I do want to sit down and journal today. And there's actually something I want to order, which I will show you. One of my posing clients and dear friend Lynn showed it to me. It's like a daily thing, and I really want to order it, and I think I'm gonna just spend the money on it today and order it, and I'll show it to you then. I think I might need to look at a couple of supplement orders tonight as well, so I might bring you along that as well. And yeah, and I do want to film some content as well for Instagram. I have a couple of reels that I need to edit. There's a couple more I want to film, because this is what I do. Sundays are for filming. There's usually no time to chill, but I managed to get a little bit of filming done yesterday, so we do have some chill time tonight. And my dad might be coming over, so we might get to meet my dad. Although he's been on the vlog before, we might get a few words out of him. Anyway, I'm not going to prolong this anymore. I need to go put some clothes on. It's going to be a very chill session. Outfit wise, I'm literally going to wear joggers and a hoodie and just get it done, because I know how cold that gym is going to be this morning. And yeah, and I will probably catch you. I don't know when I'll catch you. I need to plug you in, because as I said, I wasn't planning on vlogging, so I didn't even charge you. So I'm going to go plug you in. I'm going to put my clothes on for the gym. I'm gonna grab my bag, make my intros, and I'm gonna be out the door into the gym. If I film anything, it'll be on my phone. If not, I will see you after the gym. Cheers. Beautiful session. Considering I didn't eat beforehand, I actually progressed on, I think, all of my exercises apart from one, which was, oh, what did I not progress on? Actually, no, I did progress on everything. I just didn't progress on every set. I didn't progress on my back off sets for the rear delt pull down, which was my last exercise before abs. I managed to get a few clips on my phone, so I will insert, and I did do a little pump video after, and I actually managed to get a good bit of steps in as well. I'm currently on 5,000 steps already. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. My session is done. I feel great, and yeah, did I say it's 10 o'clock? I probably did. So I still have 15 minutes until the call with Kuba and the team. So I'm quickly going to make a coffee. I was literally channeling my inner girl racer on the way back home to make it back, so I have time to make a coffee, and I did. By the way, look, my cute little, my hands are freezing, so ignore. My cute Christmas mug. So I'm gonna make a coffee. Literally just a Nescafe Gold pod, and I'm going to have that with a little bit of sugar-free caramel drops from Ostravit, and we're gonna put in a splash of oat milk. I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna make myself comfortable for the call. I've already had my laptop set up, so I'm just gonna pop myself on the couch and probably mainly listen. I usually don't interact too much in those calls. I'm just gonna listen, but I'm interested to see what people are asking and what Kuba talks about today. So yeah, gonna make a coffee, gonna sit down. I'll show you a few snippets of the call, and then after that we're gonna get straight into meal prepping, or I'm gonna make breakfast first because I am a little hungry now after that session. But I just want to get through the call first, have a coffee, and then I'll either eat and then meal prep, or meal prep and then eat. So we'll see how we get on.
I'm happy to help with anything that you may have or anything that needs working on. So guys, question one. What would be the best gear to introduce to an athlete? Testosterone, 200 milligrams of testosterone. One thing you have to consider is, what is the actual goal? Are you working with an athlete
What a beautiful
who
Sunday
simply
morning
wants to do TRT,
I honestly love these calls. I love listening to what people have to ask. Obviously, if I have a question, I can ask. To be honest, if I have a question, I need to go straight to Kuba. Now, my mic is obviously off, so is my camera, so you can't see me chilling like this.
Then you actually get a reference on levels.
Great questions today.
Before they take the plunge, quite literally, before they actually take the
plunge. If anything interesting happens, I'll record.
What is your worst personality trait? I think it's my worst and probably my best personality trait where I can hyperfixate on something so much that absolutely nothing else will exist. With coaching and with what I do, I can often get into weeks and months where I am so hyperfixated on either my client's prep, my own off season, that nothing else exists. And I do tend to neglect a lot of people around me. It's a good personality trait, but at the same time, it's a pretty terrible personality trait because it's almost too selfish to a degree. For the right reasons, but also the wrong reasons. The body composition has actually improved. In the past, she's probably been a person that needed very little amount of food and a lot of cardio to get in shape, right? Yeah. Right now, she's not doing any cardio. She's not eating a huge amount of food, but she's eating a lot of calories for her. So, the biggest factor that I really attribute this to is their ability to lose body fat or gain body fat is their adherence. And I always remind people that it's not just about ticking the boxes, it's how well you tick those boxes that really makes the difference, right? If you see a girl that walks into the gym and they're not really thinking about what they're going to do, they're not really focused, they're away with the fairies, they're not really putting the work in. She's sending me clips over RDLing 40 kilo dumbbells for 8 reps with perfect execution. When you've got a girl that trains a lot harder, when you've got a girl that really crosses her T's and dots her I's and really does what she needs to do with quality effort, it's going to be much easier to a degree for her to lose body weight and still maintain higher calories to a degree and not need as much cardio. It's all about creating the right environment for the females to actually be able to respond well and see fat loss. And that is ultimately, none of us have the same routine and schedules, right? We all have a schedule and routine that fits our lifestyle more. But key is having that consistency in place. So you don't have to get up at fucking 5 a.m.
I think I might need a new battery for this camera because it's just not flipping charging. And it charges and it dies really quickly. Anyway, did we all hear what Kuba was saying about me? I definitely didn't expect to be mentioned in that call, especially since I was just sitting there in silence. But it was so nice for him to actually kind of mention me in front of the crowd, in front of some really good bodybuilders. Nice to get a little bit of recognition. He basically just said how, you know, how much progress I have actually made, that we decided to extend my off season because I've been handling food so well, and he even told everybody that I'm dumbbell RDLing 40 kilo dumbbells for 8 reps, so that was great. I actually blushed a little bit. That was honestly so nice, but great questions. And he did just tell us about a Christmas call next week, so that's gonna be super exciting. And yeah, I'm gonna have to extract that clip from the camera and definitely put it up on Instagram because obviously you heard it as well. But well, that definitely put me in a good mood for the rest of the day. And yeah, I think I'm gonna meal prep first. I'm actually not that hungry. I had the coffee. I know today's a little bit all over the place, but I have decided that just, you know, I have 4 weeks left of this off season and I'm gonna allow myself 1 day a week just to be a little bit more relaxed. If I want to get up a bit later, get up a bit later. If I want to start eating later, eat later. If I want to have an off-plan meal, have an off-plan meal, but obviously keep it somewhat tracked or just controlled. Like today I have tracked 1,600 calories, meaning I have 1,100 calories left for the end of the day if I want to have an extra meal, or if I decide to make the cookies, which I think I will. By the way, the sun is shining and I'm super happy because we've had a red warning the last 2 days with a storm Dara. So it's great to see a bit of sunshine out there. Anyway, but yeah, that was really nice. I'm so glad I made it back home because normally I'm either at work and I can't attend the calls, or I'm just busy or have clients or whatever. So it was really nice to actually make it to this one, and I'm glad I did. So yeah, I'm going to start meal prepping. So I'm not going to show you a lot of my meal prep because the vlog would just be too long at that point. I have some things already cooked. I'll show you. I have to put the meals together for, I think I'm going to go all the way from Monday to Wednesday, just because I have a busy couple of days coming up, a lot of work, a lot of editing, and I just don't want to have to worry about meals. So that's what I'm going to do. Now the lighting on this side of the kitchen isn't great, but we're just gonna work with it. So I'm gonna show you what I prepped yesterday already, and then what I still need to prep. So I did bulk cook my rice yesterday, and I've already portioned it out into my 3 days. So I have 2 rest days of 50 grams, 1 training day of 75 grams. So they're already in the boxes, and I have more rice in a bigger Tupperware that's left over as well. So I can use that today. I can use it whenever I need to, because sometimes instead of having cream of rice post-workout, I have rice or rice and cream of rice mixed together. So I usually tend to keep extra rice cooked. I've also cooked, because I had 200 grams left over, so I cooked my beef for 2 days as well. I made it into little burgers on the grill. So I have that for 2 days already as well. And I do still have a big pack of beef that I'm probably just going to portion out and freeze, and then I'll cook that on Tuesday so it's a bit fresher, because I like beef a little bit more fresh than that. I have cooked potato for 3 days. So I just boiled 1.3 kilos of potato yesterday, and I'm just going to take out 1 portion and put it in the air fryer and air fry my peri seasoning like I always do. But first, before I use the air fryer for that, I need to cook my chicken. So I have a bag of 600 grams that I took out of the freezer yesterday. So I'm going to pop that in the air fryer for 12 minutes on one side, flip it over another 8 minutes. That's what I usually do, and it's literally perfect. I don't chop it up into small pieces. I just put slits in it so it cooks through. And I'm probably going to use my Polish seasoning on it, which is my favorite. I used to use it, my mom used to use it when I was a kid. It is the golden skin chicken seasoning from the Polish shop. So I'm going to put that on the chicken. Peri salt on the chips. And then I also just need to cook veg for the 3 days. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my pen calculator and think how much I need. So tomorrow is a rest day, so I need 2 times 75 and 100. 75 plus 100 is 250. So I need 2 of those days, and I also need a 50 for a training day. That's 550 grams of veg that I need to cook up. And I'm gonna do half green peas and then mushrooms and peppers and courgette. So I'm gonna cook all that up, and then I'm going to show you what the finished product looks like. But first, my bladder is about to burst. I really hope you can see me somewhat well. I'm all done, would you believe? I think. I just have to do supplements, but I'll do them in the evening because I'll be taking evening supplements as well. And I have to fill out the pill box and see what I need to order. So I'll do all the subs at the end of the day. But I have everything done. Meal 2, 3, and 4 from Monday to Wednesday. I have breakfast for tomorrow, and I have oats soaking for tomorrow and Tuesday. So here we have Monday. So we're actually starting here. We got chicken, potato, veg, beef, potato, veg, chicken, rice, and veg. Now this meal I'm actually going to have at home, so I'm going to pan fry it with some sugar-free sauce. So that's why everything's kind of separate. Here we have pre-workout for Tuesday. I just have to put nut butter in. I completely forgot. We've got beef, potato, veg, chicken, potato, and there's going to be fresh veg with this, like tomatoes and stuff, because I do have sourdough with this meal as well, so I make it into a sandwich. And then we've got the same as Monday for Wednesday, minus the beef, because I'm going to cook it fresher tomorrow, like I said. 2 portions of oats soaking. Meal plan for tomorrow in front of me. Fruit is for my first meal today. This is extra veg for meal number 2 today, which is just yogurt, strawberries, and nut butter and dark chocolate. So I have the yogurt weighed out, I have the strawberries weighed out, and I just put fats in the morning. And I also put in flavor drops in the morning because I never know what flavor I'm going to be feeling like. So now I'm about to make breakfast. So I'm going to have 1 egg, 175 mils of egg whites. Normally I have 2 eggs, but I'm saving my fats just in case I make cookies. 100 grams of sourdough bread, 25 avocado, 7 almond butter. So I'm supposed to have 50 avocado, but I just do half avocado, half almond butter because I love almond butter on bread. And I have 50 grams of vegetables, and 100 grams of strawberries. So that's what I'm going to do. I just have to fix something because I don't need 100 grams of veg in this meal. It's supposed to be 50. And was there, oh yeah, I did one more thing. Just in case I do make the cookies, what I've done, because I told you I want to make white chocolate Biscoff, and I'm thinking of making just white chocolate chip cookies and stuffing the Biscoff in the center. So I have portioned out 12 grams of Biscoff into little, so they're all 12 grams each, and I actually put them in the freezer so they're easier to work with, because obviously Biscoff is very sticky. So I'm thinking when I freeze it, it goes a bit more solid and it'll be easier to mold into the cookies. And then I think I'm gonna get myself out to the shop and buy what I need for the cookies. I might just quickly look up a recipe, but like I know what I need. I have eggs. I probably need flour because I don't have any in the house. Sugar because I don't have any in the house. Chocolate chips, obviously, because I don't have any in the house. What else would you need? Butter. I'm gonna try and find like a light version of butter, like a spread, and hopefully it works, because I just don't want to use full fat butter. I might even get some powder sweetener and maybe do half sugar, half sweetener, just to save the calories, because ideally I actually want to figure out the calories of the cookie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how much of everything I use, pop it into MyFitnessPal or something, and then just divide it up between the amounts of the cookies, and I'm going to weigh the dough and just divide it equally so they're more or less the same. In case I want to have one at any stage during the week, I could actually track it in. And I'm thinking, because I'm thinking about 10 cookies, I want to give 1 or 2 to my dad if I can. I want to give 1 or 2 to the person that I said that loves white chocolate Biscoff and gave me the idea at work. And I'm thinking of just having 2 tonight, maybe, depending on the calories. And I'm thinking of getting some protein ice cream to go with it, the one that you saw in the previous vlogs, because I'm absolutely obsessed with it. It's a salted caramel from Tesco. Half the price of Halo Top, double the flavour. All I'm going to say. But yeah, that's the plan of action. Bit of cleaning, bit of eating. And then the sun is shining, so I might get myself out to the shop, and I might take myself for a coffee, if I'm being honest, before I get back home, because when I get back home, I'll need to dive back into work. So I feel like I do need some fresh air and a coffee before I do that. But first, I'm just gonna make breakfast. I'm not gonna show it. Should I show you me making breakfast? I don't think so. It's just egg whites, an egg, veg, strawberries. Did I say bread? So I'm thinking of making. So 100 grams of sourdough. I have it weighed out. I have 3 slices and a little bit. So I'm thinking of maybe making 1 slice, or 1 and a little bit sweet and 2 savory. I'll see how I feel. Yeah, it shouldn't take too long, so I'm not going to show you. It's a bit boring. I'm literally popping the egg whites on a pan, egg in a pot, cut up some veg, toast the bread, put it all together. So I might just show it to you when it's finished, if you even care to see it, because this is not a full day of eating. I'm probably not going to show you my next meal because it's very boring. It is just chicken, rice and veg. So I'm not even going to show you that. My last meal will be cream of rice, which you've seen a million times. But if I go for a coffee, I'm going to take you. If I make, or when I make the cookies, I'm going to show you. We might do them together. And see where the day takes us. See if I have anything interesting to say. And voila! Absolutely stunning. We've got part 1. Bit of avocado, tomato, 1 corn-fed egg, bit of lettuce on that one, mushrooms, and then part 2, we've got egg whites with cinnamon and vanilla, strawberries, the remainder of the sourdough with 7 grams of almond butter, and I have drizzled all of this with my favorite Prozie's sugar-free maple, and this is also Prozie's almond butter, which I just love the texture of it. Remember, code Olivia10 at checkout for some goodies and a discount. But I'm gonna dig into this, enjoy it, and then clean and go move my body. Not me forgetting to bring the camera with me, and not getting any clips on my phone either. But been to the shop. No, to be honest, I was gonna go grab a coffee and just go for a walk and then go to the shop, but the place I usually get my coffee at, Ground & Co. and More, recently one of my best friends became manager there, and I haven't seen her in a very long time, and whenever I pop in, she's never there either for some reason, but she was there today, so we ended up sitting down for a good hour and chatting, but it was so good to see her. Like, I really needed just to rant to my best friend. So I did that, and then I went to the shop and picked up everything I needed for the cookies. I have decided we are going to make them. By the way, it is 10 to 4 right now, so a little later than I planned. I was gone for 2 hours, but it is what it is. She also gave me the best coconut milk ever. What did I get? So I got the ice cream. I'm not sure how much I'm going to have, if I'm going to have it, if I'm not going to have it. Well, it's there if I want it. By the way, how are my biscoffs? My biscoffs are frozen, so I can just shove that in there. What else did I get? So I got flour, obviously, because I don't have flour. I just got a small one because realistically I won't be using much of it. I got caster sugar. I've decided I'm making proper cookies. Caster sugar and brown sugar. Now, I'm aiming to make 10 cookies out of the recipe, and I have the calories already counted up, so it should be about 300 calories per cookie. And I am hoping to make them nice and fluffy, and obviously I do have over 1,000 calories to play with once I get all my meals in. Unsalted butter, just a Tesco brand. Now, not white chocolate chips, white chocolate chunks, because they are so much better. Now, I really hope I got white. Yeah, I did. And I also, just in case I want to have a little bit of decoration at the top of the cookies, I got Milky Bar. And I do have some Lotus biscuits. And that's all I got for the cookies. I also got myself a new deodorant and a new car freshener. That's my favourite, and I forgot to put it in the car, so I'll do it tomorrow morning when I'm leaving the house. Because I'm not bothered to go back out there, and obviously I did go for vape juice. I got vape juice. So yeah, right now I'm going to put a meal together really quickly, and I am going to plop myself down and do a bit of work. I'll show you my work setup recently, because I no longer work in the office because I haven't been feeling it lately. And I don't have my big screen anymore. I'm literally just working off one laptop screen at the moment. Just until I get my own screen, because the screen I was working on wasn't mine, and yeah, it's no longer in the house. So I've just been working on my laptop, which is fine. I don't need 2 screens. It just helps sometimes when I'm programming, but I can work off one. I'm trying to take my shoes off. I can work off one. So I've been working off one for now, and I just haven't been feeling the office. It is the coldest room in the house, but then when I have the heating on, the room is too small and it's too hot. So I just get like, yeah, no, I can't find the right temperature. I tied a knot on my shoelace. Hold on. So I have either been working in bed, if I'm being honest, or in the living room, and I just found the cutest setup when I work in the living room. So I'm gonna set myself up. I'm gonna make a meal first, then I'm gonna set myself up for work, and I'll show you my little work setup, and then yeah, I will get baking. We'll get baking probably about 6 o'clock today. So that's my plan. So I can have the cookies instead of my last meal today. I can have it in bed. I have to say, I have really been enjoying my lonely Sundays. And half the time they don't turn out that lonely. Like, I have to say, yesterday it was so nice in the gym. There's a lot of new faces in the gym, which I love. And so many people just saying hi. And it's just really, really nice. Headphones, lip gloss. Gotta empty out the handbag. I try to empty my handbags out when I come home now instead of leaving everything in them. So honestly, it's just so good to see so many new people joining the gym this time of year, because the thing is, when I'm actually making a post about this, I'm planning to post it either tonight or tomorrow morning. The thing is, like, a lot of people are putting off their goals until January, or they're putting the goals on pause until January 2nd, because let's face it, you're going to be dying January 1st if you're already in this mindset. And it's just so good to see people that are getting ahead of it and getting ahead of the January craziness. Like, when you think about it, gyms are going to be packed. And if you're a newbie to the gym, if you have a new training program and you're trying to figure it out, January is not the time to do it, because the gyms are going to be packed. You are not going to be able to find a quiet corner for yourself to try and get familiar with the gym. Now is the time to do it. Gyms are literally empty. It is the perfect opportunity to get yourself familiar with your new training plan if you have one. If you don't have a coach, get a coach. And just use this time when things are quieter. Same with shops. Shops are not mental yet. In January, they will be. Everybody's going to be buying their healthy food for their new meal plans, and everything's going to be stocked out. Whereas right now, everybody's buying Christmas stuff, so all the food you need for your meal plan is probably still on the shelves. I've had no troubles. So yeah, this is just my little reminder to you that this is literally the perfect time. And I'm not just another coach saying it. I'm not just here to get clients, because I don't care who you go and work with. I just want to tell you, if you are serious about your goals, if you want to change, now is the time to do it. But that's my rant over. But if you do want to work with me, make sure to just reach out on Instagram or click the link in my bio. I still have a couple of spaces left for December to get new clients set up. I've had a couple of sign-ups this week, which is amazing. I love seeing people being so driven that they're really willing to start this time of year. It's actually incredible. Like, I really am proud of all the girls that have joined, because this is not an easy time to navigate, but this is where you need a coach to help you through these times. Rant over. I'm gonna go make my meal and then get working. So first of all, these are my sexy working glasses. Sexy secretary vibes, as I have been told. I absolutely love them. They're just blue light blockers. I like to wear them when I work in front of a screen. And this is my setup. I'm working on the ground. My laptop is there. We've got a candle lighting. We've got a ring light if I want to film anything. And I have got my fake fireplace. Obviously it doesn't give off much heat, but I love the sound of it. It's just so relaxing when I work, and it just has me really focused. So I literally plop myself on the ground. I got my back support from the couch, and I've been absolutely loving working like this. But I have to say, my mom has literally the best, like, I don't know how to say it. She just knows when to message or when to call. I was just about to sit down to work and she messaged me that she's back in the hotel because she was out and about with her partner getting food. And I was going to call her today, and I told her I'd call her when I'm home, and she said she'd let me know when she's back, and she's back now. Right now, when I'm about to work. I had a great chat with Mom for longer than I planned, but I also managed to finish the guide. It is 6:20. I have the whole Christmas guide done. I have a post ready for tomorrow. I've decided not to film another reel tonight. I might do it tomorrow when I'm back home from work, because I'll be working from 4 p.m. onwards anyway. And I have enough to keep me going with content for 2-3 days anyway, so I'm okay. And yeah, I can also use a lot of the slides from the guide as posts, because this is completely free anyway. So if you do want a free copy of the guide, comment guide, capital letters in the comments. And if you have made it this far in the video, please pop a Christmas tree emoji, because let's just get into the Christmas spirit. And obviously don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, follow me on Instagram too for more content. I'm just gonna put on maybe some music in the background, and I am going to spend this evening just journaling, because there is a lot on my mind that I would like to get out on pen and paper, because it always just makes me feel so much better. This is something I started doing very recently, and it's been helping me navigate this difficult time in my life a lot better. So that's what I'm going to do tonight, especially on a Sunday evening. I like to just reflect, and then maybe just jot down some goals I have for the week as well. So yes, that's what I'm going to do. Check in, eat, make cookie dough, which shouldn't take too long, I hope. Then actually make the cookies, but then I'm just going to leave them, and I'm going to pop them in the oven when I'm out of the shower, because I'd like to keep an eye on them. And I have the recipe here. I can't remember how long they need to be in the oven for, 10 to 11 minutes or until golden brown. So that is fine, and there's just 5 minutes to cool. So we don't need a lot of time to make them. So even if we make them at like 8 o'clock, they should be perfect to eat by 8:30. I'm only going to have 2 anyway, and then I'm just going to leave them out for tomorrow, and I'll probably just freeze what's left tomorrow. So I hope you can see me, because it's not super bright here, but I have the light in the kitchen coming this way. So before I make a meal, I thought I'd just weigh out everything for the dough. I might even just make the dough, let it sit, and then make a meal, then go shower, get everything prepped for tomorrow, and then put the cookies on for my last meal. 200 grams of flour, and as I said, I am aiming to make 10 cookies out of this, one being about 300 calories. 200 grams, and I'm going to show you what that looks like after. A bowl of flour. These bowls are not crazy big. You need 90 grams of brown sugar. So we need 90 grams. It's so funny how I do have scale eyes, but not when it comes to these things, because I just never use them. Like, I had to go buy everything. Okay, so we got brown sugar. There we go. We are then going to need 50 grams of white sugar. So I'm gonna open her up. I literally just got the cheapest ones as well, like Tesco Finest. Because sugar is sugar. So we got 50 grams of white sugar. Then going to need 100 grams of butter. So I'm going to pop it into another bowl. On the dot, 100 grams of butter. It's going to be a packet and a half. So I'll have some white chocolate chips left over that I can use. So that's actually a very decent amount. And I could also use a couple to just decorate at the top. So that's 150 grams of white chocolate chunks. These are just the best. Whenever I'm baking, I always get these. I never get chocolate chips. So you want, so I put it on baking paper and they're nice and solid, so I'll be able to wrap the dough around them. I'm gonna leave them in the freezer until I need them. This literally, I thought I had flour on my face. This literally took 5 minutes. It's very sticky, so I'm glad I froze the bisque off. I have flour everywhere, but it's okay. So this is what it looks like. She's thick. So I'm just mixing in the chocolate chips. And yeah. And that is, I'm so happy you didn't see that. A piece of it just went flying. Now I am going to try just a tiny piece of it off the spatula as well. Because I need to make sure it's sweet enough or not too sweet. Well, I hope it's not too sweet. So let me just grab what's on the counter. Nobody has to know. Try it. Wow. So I've just lined a sheet with parchment paper and I am going to just spray it down because I don't want to risk anything. Is weigh the whole thing. 638 grams, divide that by 10 is roughly 63 to 64 grams per cookie. So I'm going to go 63. There's obviously going to be stuff left over on the bowl, so we're just going to go 63. I should probably get a cup of water as well, so 63. So this is 63, not bad. So what I'm going to do is going to get my hands really messy, roll it into a ball. I am then going to flatten it out. I'm going to pop the bisque off in the middle. It's very sticky. And try to just roll it up so the biscoff is inside. And we're going to pop it down. I'm just going to flatten it gently, but not too much. Okay, that's 1. So we need to do this 10 more times. And voila! Here we have them. Beautiful. I hope they're not too close together. And I was thinking of grabbing a fork and just giving them a nice kind of, you know how you see on cookies sometimes. Excuse the egghead. I managed to preheat the oven. Well, turn it on. It's preheating. So I'm going to jump in the shower really quickly. Ignore Disney in the background. And I'm going to put them on when I come out of the shower. And in the meantime, when they're baking, I'm going to obviously continue with my Sunday reset. And I'm going to prep everything for the morning. All of my supplements, my water bottles for tomorrow, my clothes, and my food bag. Just everything that needs to be prepped for the morning. My coffee, everything. So then when the cookies are finished, I'm finished with everything and I can just hop into bed with my cookies, with my laptop and my journal and just enjoy the last hour of my Sunday. little stuck together, but I think they're done. Let me just shove them a bit more under the light. So I'm gonna put a bit of a Lotus biscuit and a little bit of Milky Bar on maybe 2 of them. I'm probably not gonna have, but I do want to give them to some people, so I'm gonna decorate the ones that I can. Because I don't want to decorate them when they're super hot either. I do have to wait a couple of minutes for them to cool as well. Okay, they may not be the prettiest, but I had a little nibble and they're delicious. So when I'm cutting into one, I'll obviously show you the Biscoff inside. Yeah, next time, 2 trays. I picked out the best 2 and decorated them, and I don't think they look too bad. So I'm gonna grab my ice cream, I'm gonna hop into bed, watch something, and we'll give them a try. Alright, I'm in bed. I know the lighting isn't great, but it is what it is. So I got my ice cream, and I decorated one of the cookies for myself. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to move you. I hope this works. I hope all of this is not in the way. But what I want to do is break the cookie in half, because obviously there is Biscoff inside. So let's see. Did I do a good job? Woo! Oh, I think I did do a good job. So, it is falling apart, but it's okay. It's so warm. So we're going to grab a piece of the inside. I think I'm going to have 2, by the way, because they are quite big. I think I'll be okay with 2 and my ice cream. Okay, let's give it a taste test. Holy shit. Oh my god. Fuck, they're good. I'm gonna try the cookie by itself as well. Oh my god. I nailed it. And you pretty much have the recipe, so go and make them. Let me know in the comments if you made them. They are delicious. I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to enjoy my ice cream that you've seen in previous vlogs. And I'm going to end the vlog here. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and my little Sunday reset. I still have to sort out all my supplements. They're right here so I don't forget to fill this up. And I shall see you in the next one. Ciao!